In this video, I'll show you how to make it even easier for you to stay on budget and never overspend with Fudget using some advanced features. You can reorder your budgets and the entries within your budgets. There are two ways to reorder. You can click and hold a budget until it changes colour and drag it up and down and let go. Or you can click the menu button, click on reorder items, and then click and drag these drag handles and click on done. You can do exactly the same thing with the entries within your budgets. Let's open up the wedding budget, and again you can click and hold an entry till it changes colour and drag it to the desired place, or you can tap the menu button, click on reorder items, and then click and drag these drag handles, click on done, and your entries are now reordered. You can quickly move, copy and delete your budgets and entries in Fudget. Let's say later on you have a really long list of budgets and you want to move this groceries budget down to the bottom. You can simply click and drag left, or you can right click and click on move, and you can choose to move it to the bottom or the top. And with a Fudget Plus subscription, you can also move budgets into folders, and I'll cover folders in the next and final video in this series. But let's move this groceries budget down to the bottom. You can also move multiple budgets at once. Just click on menu, select multiple items, select the budgets you want to move, click on move down at the bottom, choose your position and click on move. To copy a budget, just click and swipe left, or just right click and click on copy, and you can give it a different name if you like, and then just click on copy. To delete a single budget, you can again click and drag left or right click and click on delete, or to delete multiple budgets at once, click on menu, select multiple items, choose the items you want to delete and click on delete. You can also move, copy and delete the income and expense entries within your budgets in exactly the same way. As a quick demonstration, let's move some entries from one budget to another and then copy them back. Let's create a new budget called Wedding 2. And let's move some of your entries from this original wedding budget to this new budget. Just click on menu, select multiple items, and let's select wedding dress, venue and DJ. And you could just click on these checkboxes individually, but on desktop, to make this a bit quicker, you can just click on the first item, hold down the shift button on your keyboard and click on the last checkbox, and this will select all of the items in between. Now just click on move and choose the budget you want to move these to, click on move, and you can see that these entries are now gone from the original wedding budget, but if you open up the wedding 2 budget, you can see that those entries have been moved here. Now let's copy these back to the original wedding budget. Click on menu, select multiple items, and if you want to select all of your entries, just click on select all, click on copy, choose the budget you want to copy these to, and click on copy. And you can see that these entries haven't been removed from the wedding 2 budget, but if you open up the original wedding budget, you can see that they've been copied here. You can mark your entries as paid and keep track of how much has been paid in or out. To mark a single entry as paid, just swipe left or right click and click paid. And you can see that this entry has been struck through, and if you look at this paid balance down at the bottom, you can see that this has been updated. To mark multiple items as paid, click on the menu, select multiple items, choose the items you want to mark as paid and click on paid. And you can see that the paid balance at the bottom has now been updated again. You can carry over the final balance of one of your budgets to another budget and use it as the starting balance. Let's say for September, you want to carry over the final balance of August and use this as your starting balance for September. The final balance of August was $100 positive. Make sure the September budget is open, then click on the menu button, add edit carryover, and choose the budget you want to carry over from, in this case August, and click OK. And you can now see the final balance of August being carried over to September as the starting balance. You can add a note to any entry. Let's say on this groceries entry, you want to add the name of the store. Just click on these 3 dots, click into the notes field and enter your note. Let's enter Walmart. Click OK, and you can now see this note underneath groceries. You can view some beautiful charts of your income and expenses. Once you have a budget open, just click on menu and charts. and you can see a pie chart of your expenses and your income. Just hover over a slice to see which entry this is, or you can hover over an item in this table to see the corresponding slice. You can also see the percentage of each expense. If you want to remove an item from this chart, just click on this little delete button. This will only remove the item from the chart and not from your actual budget. One thing to note is that all items which have the same name will be grouped together in the chart. Let's close this. And so you already have one item called groceries, which is set to $500. Let's add another expense entry called groceries and set the amount to $50. And let's click on the dots and we'll give this one a different note. Let's put target, click OK. So we have one groceries expense of $500 and one of $50. So the total of all of our groceries is $550. So now if we open up the charts, you can see that these groceries items have been grouped together. When your budget gets really long, it might be difficult to find a particular item. You can use the search and filter bar to help. Just click on menu, click on show search and filter bar, and you can search or filter your entries. Just click on filter and you can choose to only show income entries or only show expense entries. You can choose to only show paid entries or entries which are not marked as paid. Or you can choose to only show starred entries or only show entries which are not starred. You can also combine all of these different filters, and to remove a filter, just click on this little X. And you can also search through your entries as well. Let's search for GRO, and you can now see both of your groceries entries. Once you've found the entry that you want, you can change the name, change the amount, change the date, update the note, and also move, copy, mark as paid, star or unstar, etc. To clear the filtering and close the search and filter bar, just click this little arrow icon. To see a running balance of all of the entries in your budget, so that you can see how the balance changes from entry to entry, just click on menu and show running balance, and you can now see the running balance underneath each entry. And these will update whenever you make a change. So if you change the rent to $1,500, you can see all the running balances underneath update. Let's look at a few other features on the settings page. Just click on settings. And if you were previously using Fudget 1 and you saved your data using Dropbox Save and Restore, you can just click on this Restore button and restore your data into Fudget 2. On the appearance page, you can change the language, the theme, and the text size. On the dates page, you can change the date format and choose to auto-insert today's date whenever you create a new entry. On the currency page, you can add your own custom currency symbols, change the number format in case your currency uses comma for the decimal, and you can choose to hide the decimal place completely for currencies such as Japanese yen. And on the security page, you can protect your app with a passcode. If you want to add even more power to Fudget, you might consider trying out the Fudget Plus subscription, which has a free 7-day trial. At the time of recording this, there are 10 benefits which come with Fudget Plus. You can budget in real time, across multiple platforms and devices, or with multiple people. You can add unlimited budgets and entries. You can create folders to organize your budgets. You can export your budgets to CSV files. You can print your budgets and charts. You can sort your entries by date, name, or amount. You can do quick calculations in any amount field using these calculator buttons. And on desktop, you can also do calculations using your keyboard. You can add reminders. You can keep track of spending on entries which are not fixed, such as groceries using partials, and you can customize Fudget with a bunch of different color themes. Let's cover all of these benefits in the next video.